This is Gary Atensi with CNTV, and today we're in Denver, Colorado. We're at Funding Launchpad. Since 2011, they have been raising money to launch or grow your Main Street business. I'm here with the CEO, Dave. Let me ask you first of all, Dave, you have quite an extensive background when it comes to marketing, business strategy, sales. What got you involved in this type of industry?
Well, I've worked mostly for big corporations, big and growing corporations, and my goal was to get into a startup. And in this particular case, it's the chance to help startups and entrepreneurs start up, become entrepreneurs.
Wonderful. Let me ask you this. First of all, for our viewers out there, the ones that don't know what crowdfunding is, can you give me a definition for them?
Sure. The concept of crowdfunding is instead of having one big funder, whether it's an institution or a wealthy investor back your business or your idea, you have a whole bunch of people give relatively small contributions, but it adds up to the same amount.
Wow. So we're talking about a collective effort of individuals pulling their money together for really something they believe in.
Yeah, that's right. It takes a cause. You know, if you have something that people are passionate about, you're able to spread the world, which thanks to the internet and social media is cost affordable, cost efficient in a way that it never was before, then people will rally behind your concept and might be willing to contribute some of their dollars.
Wonderful. I mean, personally, I have seen crowdfunding out there for anything from writing a book to putting a documentary together, maybe an invention, getting it off the ground. Even more recently, one of the companies received for a major motion picture, which really blew the doors off of what is possible in this type of industry.
That's right. Crowdfunding is growing fast. If you look at the industry numbers, estimated revenue was over $2.2 billion last year from just a few million just 5 years ago. It's a fast-growing industry, and a lot of things could be crowdfunded these days.
It's quite amazing. Speaking of some of the stuff I just shared, what people are able to do, some of the individuals are able to do, but quite honestly, you're bringing a new slant to it because of the fact that it's never been available for the business owner that's down the street on Main Street.
That's right. These are some of the hardest hit people from the last recession. You know, the banks really never got back to lending at the levels that they were before. Angel investors, while they are out there, they're typically looking at software and other technologies. So your idea, you know, that you might want to open a restaurant or a boutique retail, or you have an idea for a gym that no one else has out there, it's really hard to find investment dollars for that. And that's when you go to the people.
Wonderful. So you've really created a platform here that is specifically for retail or service providers.
That's right, Main Street. And the idea of going to the crowd and building a crowd is they become not just people who have an emotional connection to your business. They get the money to get your business off the ground, but they're also your customer.
Share with us a little bit, what type of businesses is this available for? Are we talking about franchises, a small mom and pop, or a little bit of each?
It could definitely be a little bit of each. I'll give you a couple of examples. Right now, we are working with a mixed martial arts themed gym that they want to open in rural Texas. And there's definitely a need for it. It's near a military base, and so the concept is to go out and have customers basically pre-buy their memberships to help them open the gym. Another example there's an organic restaurant in nearby Boulder, Colorado. Food truck today. They're looking to open a brick and mortar location, and so they have ample customers that they talk to today, and they want to get them invested in helping them take it to the next level.
So you name it, any type of business out there in Main Street, they really can benefit from this. What are some of the projects that are going on? You talked a little bit about maybe opening up a new one. What about a grand opening, or what about even opening up a second location?
Yeah, broad variety. We're working with a yoga studio. It's a chain of about 3 independently owned. They're looking to open a fourth, a major new location. Also speaking with people who have, for example, you mentioned franchises. Sometimes franchisors mandate that you need to refresh your signage or put in new furniture. Well, this is a great way to go to your customers and ask them to participate in the concept and raise some money from that. Grand openings is another great example. Usually it's an expense of opening a new store or restaurant. This is a way to create a scene and turn it into an actual revenue opportunity.
That is really cool. Let me ask you, obviously as a business owner myself, it's harder than ever to get a bank loan out there, especially when you're talking about just a project you're trying to put together. Not only that, but it's actually time consuming. How are you able to help me, the business owner, with a step-by-step guidance along the way?
Yep, so a lot of crowdfunding is really do-it-yourself, as of course is a bank application, but a lot of crowdfunding is do-it-yourself. Here's our website, come to it at your leisure, take all the steps that you need. We recognize that these are busy business people. They're not pursuing a passion. They're trying to pursue a career. So we do try and help them through the process. We walk them through what kind of language will help engage their crowd, what a great video might be, put together social media marketing programs, and how to engage their existing customers as well. So we really, do handhold them through the process and offer some kind of hands-on guidance that takes some of the time burden off of them, some of the guessing game off of them, and increases their chances of success.
So I don't have to be a pro at crowdfunding. That's what you guys are for. I love that. Let me ask you this. Obviously, we put together a project. Now it's time to get it out there, get the word out there. Are you able to integrate social media in that?
Yeah, it's really a joint effort. So we have some tools. We have our own social media efforts. We have our own email database of people who are interested in these projects. But it's a shared effort. You also have, as the potential fundraiser, you have your own followers, and the opportunities to engage everyone's party. And hope that the people who we do engage, who do want to see, for example, this mixed martial arts gym in Texas, are going to tell their friends about it to help increase the chance that it comes to fruition. So we're going to combine both of our efforts and both of our networks to increase the odds of success.
So not only that, after the actual project is done, now you've got a pretty loyal fan base there, and you're basically a way to turn those fans or those regulars into ambassadors for your company. Obviously, this is great because of the fact it's almost like having your own public board.
Yeah, it's really a win-win-win all around. So you have people who are emotionally connected with your business. They're going to be customers of your business. When you want to consider making some changes to your business, they're the people that you can turn to and ask them questions. For example, you want to change maybe the signage out front of your store, your logo. Who do you ask? You can do a focus group, you can do some online research, or you can simply ask your contributors and get them even more engaged in your brand. Hey, wow, they're really listening to me. They really want my input. They want to know what kind of foods I want to buy and what products I might be interested in purchasing at this store. So you can take this emotionally engaged crowd and bring them into the next level.
Wonderful. So they really feel a part of it. Not only that, but you've got them there for, let's say, down the road, you want to do something else or expand, you're ready to go again. Let me ask you, as far as being an actual business owner yourself, do you feel that gives you an edge as far as being able to relate to a lot of these business owners?
Absolutely. I have a pretty mixed background, as you mentioned earlier, and so being an entrepreneur myself, I'm able to speak the language. We feel their pains. You said that as you're a business person, we all have the same pains. It's not easy to get cash flow. So really, we're going through the same things. We're planning on using our own platform to help raise some capital for ourselves as well.
Did it take you a while to do the studying of all the different practices out there and then culminate those together inside of your company?
Sure did. We've been at this for well over a year, and that's exactly what it was. It was looking at competitors, it was looking at fundraisers, it was looking at success and failures, industry statistics. A lot of it is outside of the United States, some of the successes that I wouldn't have otherwise known about. So we're really looking at best practices and, quite frankly, not so great practices and trying to determine when it comes to marketing, technology, engagement, what are the right ways to build a crowd and raise some money.
Wonderful. Folks, take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. What you're going to see is their contact information. Reach out to them if you're not sure if this is something you would like to participate in. Honestly, we know you're busy, you're business owners out there, but they've got the answers that you need to put together a great crowdfunding project. You're also going to see their website right there. On the website, you're going to learn a little bit more about the team that has put this together. We're talking about fellow business owners putting this together, so they know exactly where you're coming from. But obviously, if this is something you want to do, sign up right there on the website as well. Keep in mind, this is crowdfunding, where Main Street meets crowdfunding. And it's serious business, but it doesn't have to be complicated. This is Gary Atencio with CNTV. And if you don't know, now you know.